Just putting on a little bit of my Weleda. I don't know, I can't shake. Apparently I've got the 100-day cough. Anyone else got this? Didn't even know it's called the 100-day cough. You probably noticed last week. Oh, thanks for the loveliness with my mum. She really enjoyed it and she gets quite nervous coming on, but I said she was brilliant. Yeah, and so the point is, I'll get to the point. I love using a really thick cream if I'm feeling a bit under the weather. And it is, I think I'm under the weather because the weather is under in England and in Paris are the only two places I've been to recently. It is just rain, 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 cloud, 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 which is so dull. So I'm going to do a pink makeup. I'm going to do a bright pink, fabulous, fresh, sunny makeup to go with my blue because I think that's going to make a difference. And I'm going to use a really nice, very expensive matte foundation. It's like semi-matte foundation that is new from Sicily to show you because I don't feel I do enough of the kind of heavier coverages, so we're going to get into that. But I've got this lipstick or this lipstick, I don't know, but first of all actually I'm going to put on a little bit of the U Beauty Lip Plasma Compound because you know when you feel a bit meh, I just need to look a little bit less as I apply this makeup to myself. How are you all? I hope you're better than me. Woohoo! I think we've kind of springboarded too quickly, or I have, into spring because Easter's so early. It's next week, isn't it? My God, I'm still in March. I feel like we're whizzing through the year having all the celebrations and you haven't got too many daffodils in the soil just yet. Anyway, if I'm feeling a bit low, I should take it all the time really, as I take Simprove. I love Simprove. I've talked about this many times before because it's really important to feed and take care of your microbiome. Gut health is really important. I've actually got this great book on gut health by Julia Enders, because if your tummy's happy, your brain's happy, life is good. But what I love about Simprove personally is it's just super easy. Once opened, keep it in the fridge. And take 70 mils every morning before your cup of tea. Just let it settle into your tummy, let all the live bacteria go into your gut, settle down, and then go along throughout your day. It's so beneficial. This flavour is strawberry and raspberry, and I think there's a mango and passion fruit and an original as well. But it really, if you're feeling a bit and your tummy's a bit out of sync, or you're just not feeling 100%, it might be for the fact that your gut isn't behaving as it should. So give yourself a little treat and treat yourself to Simprove. Oh, I've got some great codes, by the way. I've got 50% off. Everything is in the description. And if you don't, or you're not sure about my recommendation, go and have a look at the reviews. It's actually a really interesting website to look at. There's so much research and evidence there. And Barry Smith, who's the farmer, and the farm is in a town called Farnham, which is very close to where I grew up. So that's kind of where I've got that relationship with Simprove from. Right, Sicily Phytotemp Perfection. This is their brand new beautiful deluxe foundation. I'm not encouraging you to buy it. I'm just showing you what it is like and the benefits of it. Obviously for some, they're very happy to spend £80 on a foundation, but some are not. But I'm just trying to show you everything that is on the market. Anyway, it's a really, really beautiful colour. This is 2W2. Now, a little bit goes a long way. Now, the key learning for this is that when I apply it, I would normally apply with my finger, right? So I want you to see this. This is the main reason of any kind of long wear mattifying foundation. If you were to apply it in the same way that I would apply a soft tint, you begin to see the makeup sitting in the pores. Even if I drag it along and thin it out, and this stretches beautifully. It's got, oh no, it doesn't actually smell of anything. Actually, I thought it would smell very clean and natural, but it's actually got no fragrance whatsoever. But the wonder of this is that it cleans up and polishes the skin without sort of sitting in any fine lines or making my skin look older if applied in the right way, because it's very easier on an older skin to make the foundation appear more obvious. So now I'm going in with quite a firm, this is a double-ended e.l.f. complexion duo, and I'm going to whisk it in quite lightly, like I'm not using a lot of pressure, but but I'm really, really pushing this in. So this would be great for me if I was on a job all day. I didn't really want to faff around with putting on my concealer around this area of my face. I could just use the one product to, look, quickly even out my skin. It is so, so perfect. So if this was like a foundation that you wanted to treat yourself, maybe for a wedding or for a big event, or you just thought, right, this is my investment, then I really want to have the most flawless skin with the most easiest of applications, then I would highly recommend giving this a whirl and trying it in store. Now I'm applying it with my finger and then buffing lightly over the areas. You can see that just cleans it up in an instant. So there's no need for a concealer. The only need for a concealer that I would need, the only need I would need for a need, God, I'm very needy. I've been told that before, I can tell you, is that I'll need lightness around these areas. So I'm grey here, sort of grey all around here. I need to lift those areas, but that doesn't have to be with anything that's really heavy. That can just be light in colour. Okay, so let me go in with a Glossier, keeping it slightly different. So this is the Stretch Concealer and this is G9. Now this is again one of my favourite concealers, but it is so different in texture to the foundation that I've just showed you, because it's really hydrating, it's soft, it's reflective, it is really creamy. Now the Sicily foundation is all of that, but it dries this beautiful kind of velvet matte. And if you have a skin that just eats makeup, if you have a complexion that just, you put it on and you just never really get that joy factor from it, you probably need to go to a medium to heavy coverage. But if you've got a dry complexion or a complexion that you haven't exfoliated in a while, or your skin feels quite tight, and you were to put this type of texture foundation on, you'll see it straight away. You'll see it on your pores and you won't like it. But actually a little bit of adjustment in skincare might change that. But Sicily is a beautiful, beautiful brand. And if you want an investment foundation, then I highly, highly recommend. So I'm going to leave that now. I'm not going to powder at all. I had a few blushes and blushes to show you. I was going to go for the Makeup by Mary again because that's quite nice against that pink. But Lashify, which I was going to put some lashes on today, but we'll see. I've got to go to a chiropractor later because I've done my back in as well. Great. But I might squash my lashes. Anyway, that's really details you don't need to know about my life. Okay, let's go in with this one because it's a new product and it's kind of fun. This is called the Flush Cheek Stick. And it's a lovely cream gel which looks sort of quite browny red, but it's that lovely texture, a bit like the U Beauty, where you kind of get that lovely sort of raspberry, beautiful, healthy finish to your skin. And because I haven't powdered, this will sit and blend in with the foundation. It's a really juicy, fresh pink. A little bit over my nose. I'm going to apply that just with my finger just to break up the complexion a little bit. And I've really enjoyed the motion of just squishing this around my face and giving me a little bit of life. And especially these kind of products work beautifully if you've got a freckly complexion, if you don't really like to wear a lot of makeup, and you just want that little bit of colour, that little bit of life in your cheeks. These kind of textures work fantastically. And this is Lashify's, I think it's their first colour product. Can you see how that colour, just put it on my lips now, but we're going to use a brighter colour. It just instantly brightens the whites and eyes of your teeth. Lovely. So what a difference already. So I had a little bit of brow in. I'm just going to scribble some more little fine hairlight strokes just towards the end bit here, filling it in a little, just to lift that up a fraction. Lift, lift, lift. Even applying the moisturiser and bringing it right up over your face. Just does help to lift, doesn't it? There we go. Better. Okay, so should I go with my lip options or my eye options. So for this, I was either going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which is such a classic, or I was going to go in with the Mushroom eye pencil from Beauty Pie, which my friend Sam Chapman developed. But I'm not sure, maybe let's go for the Mushroom, and we'll scribble this in. And what I liked about this Mushroom is that I could really pull out my eye. I think I did an Instagram on this because I loved it when I first saw it. And I love the fact that it's a nice big chubby pencil and I can open out my eyes like this. And it's very creamy. If you were to set it with powder, it really, really stays. I'm just going to use a nice tapered brush. I know that some of you now are going to be looking at me going, oh, she's going down that road again. Trust. Trust, trust, trust. It blends out really softly, but what a difference, right? Look how that opens out the eye. You know, I love beauty to be sort of impactful and empowering, but never overtaking your beauty. It's of a moment, but look, that just, woof, lovely. Let's chuck some underneath and let's really pull out my eye, I think. I'm gonna go for a real, I feel like a real scribble of a makeup. I don't quite know where it's going. It's a lovely cool tone. How's that working? Looks quite soft, doesn't it? Maybe we'll just go in for the whole thing and just leave that inside soft. Let's see how that compares to the other side at least. I've kind of kept it all on the outside. Maybe I shouldn't have gone underneath because it might be pulling my eye down slightly. No, actually makes the eye much, much bigger. And see how soft that is? If I pull back, that's okay, isn't it? That's enough. Right, let's go underneath. I'm not going to go on the inside because I actually want this to be a bright makeup. So I've gone underneath using the side, and then close your eyes and let that come out naturally, and then use the side to push in. Now that is much more professionally applied rather than scribbling. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just feeling it. I was just feeling the colours and hoping we would get there. But now this looks like something you'd find on Instagram, just a little bit more polished and put together, not thrown on. But come on, ladies, we know, or gentlemen, or whoever's watching my channel. I know some of my son's friends like to watch me and then tease them at school. So if you're watching, I wonder why you're watching me put my makeup on, eh? Maybe you quite like watching me put makeup on. Who knows? Right. Okay. I like that. Let's go in a bit darker. And we'll do nice mascara underneath. And I'm keeping, see this area, just nice and light. I'm not going to put any extra light there because I don't need to because I've got that concealer. But this is so nice and soft. And it's kind of one of those shades that suits anybody. Obviously up to a certain depth of skin tone. You'd have to go add a little bit of black into it and soften it, but with a sort of medium to light skin tone, that works quite well. Better than I thought. Okay, let's put the mascara on. Oh, God. I bought this the other day. Dr. Mascara Fixer Perfect Lash. It's meant to make every mascara you put on not smudge, but I haven't tried it yet. And it's got no colour in, so it's going to be hopeless for this. Let me find, what have we got here? Oh, good, okay. We'll go for Sky High Maybelline. I love that for my little drugstore haul, or that sounds very American, doesn't it? For my little chemist shop. That sounds quite quaint in English now, doesn't it? Love the brush on this, and as you know, I love a super quick lash. I don't know whether I've demonstrated Lisa Eldridge's mascara to you. Oh, is that over here? So soft and so beautiful. Next time, because I think I popped it in my pro kit. Lisa obviously has delivered beautifully, and I should be showing you what she's done because I know some of you, many of you are super fans of the brand. I just love the way that she's done everything so gently, not in a rush, you know, peers of Lisa's have come in with huge global brands very quickly and moved very quickly, but very slowly but surely she releases her products with precision, thought, and I think as a consumer I really respect that, because I know I'm buying something that's of value, because some brands are just literally throwing the same old stuff in a different package out, and it's just so much consumption, isn't there? And I hope that on this channel that I encourage you to use things that you hopefully already have in your bag, an occasional treat, but I also know that it's, as a consumer myself, but also someone who's really fascinated in the beauty industry, I love knowing what's new, and I love sharing what's new. Doesn't mean that I'm necessarily going to buy it or I think you should buy it. It's just quite nice to know what's going on. Oh, doesn't that look better? What an improvement. Now this brush doesn't allow you to go too heavy. Can you see how it bends as I pull it up the lash? So it's kind of aiding you to get a nice soft application of mascara, not too heavy. Very nice. Nice and long, defined lashes. I mean, for the price, you can't complain at that, can you? That is lovely. And it lasts, it stays well. I've really enjoyed using this mascara. I sort of know I've got like a plethora of products over the table, and what I kind of instinctively grab and continue to use, I think, yep, that's a real winner, chicken dinner, because I just know that it's going to work. Lovely, lots and lots of lashes. Now, funnily enough, the blush has kind of gone a little. So let me do a little bit of layering, or should I add the same blush with this beautiful Fenty, or go for, what one's that called? Berry Boss. So this is, let's just put this on to show you, because the texture is so lovely. This is the Revolution. Oh my God, I cannot tell you. It is as good as all the high-end lipsticks that I use in terms of texture. It's a lovely pick-me-up, so easy to apply. To me, for this look, I want to go more punchy, because it's a bit like, okay, it's a nice kind of, as it says, berry lipstick, but I want to go stronger. But I wanted to say, and I'm sure I've mentioned it before, the Revolution lipsticks are so lovely. So lovely. And exactly what we like on this channel, well, I hope you do, is that they are moisturising, they stay put, they don't move, and the colour lasts, and they feel sensational putting it on. So we'll just brush that down, clean up the little moly, and then go in with this gorgeous Fenty lip. Packaging's so lovely, isn't it? This, boof, is a pick-me-up, so don't be scared of these bright colours. These are the colours that go woof. And the doe foot is really nice. It's very little. And I love the clash between my pink and red. Let's see how far we can push up this lip line. It's a new lip noise for me. Rub, rub, rub. Let that settle in. Myself another cotton bud. I thought I had my bigger cotton bud somewhere. Just have to use these ones. Now, take that excess off the top so it doesn't move into my skin. Push this round. Sort out that Cupid's bow, keeping it nice and soft. See what I mean? It just makes it just makes it a little bit more on trend, I think. It kind of brightens up, whereas the berry was like a soft colour. Maybe that's to do with the colours that suit me, but I truly believe that a lot of the colours that I use in my kit, I go for the brighter ones for impact, and it just does make such a difference. Now, you can even this out with a bit of lip liner if you need to, but the colour, once fixed, stays put. Right, so that's the lip line sorted. I'm just going to tuck it in here. It's nice when the colour diffuses out. Make sure you get it on your teeth. Now, let's do that little age-old trick. Do that. And then just before it dries, just to get that height, just to get that fullness on the cheeks. Now, be cautious because this is a very highly pigmented blush and you don't want to look like that. But the great thing is it will last. But get a tissue. So don't rub it off because as soon as you've blended it, it will soften immediately. But look, whoa, just very gently. And because that base is so nice, see how clean that looks? It almost looks airbrushed. Making sure I've got that nice light under my cheekbone. And soften it just like, and if you feel like you've overdone it, you can just take your foundation brush just at that area there. Great. Should have done like a little before and after, quite frankly. And I might just like whiz my hair up like that. If I've got a scrunchie somewhere, chop my hair up like this so that it doesn't look too much hair and too much pink and everything. Like, oh, I forgot to put my earrings in. Oh, that's annoying. Right, here we are. Let's pop these in. A little bit of green with the blue. Oh, see, now she's coming together. My whole energy is lifted as well. I love you can see, and I'm sure you will stretch the screen to see. It's very soft on the outside, and I just think that looks super feminine. Anyway, guys, come on. Let's start doing a sun dance. And let's hope for sunnier days ahead. I hope you feel better than I do. Sending you lots of love, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.